The morning light filters through the curtains. A gentle breeze brushes against the window. You wake up, stretch, and feel that familiar stiffness in your lower back. It's not pain, just a quiet reminder of time passing. You stand slowly, steadying yourself before that first step. Your knees creak a little, your spine feels heavy. It used to be easy, bending, reaching, moving without thought. Now every motion feels like a careful negotiation. But deep down, you know your body still remembers. It remembers balance, strength, and grace. You just need to remind it. Today's story is about that reminder. About a movement so simple, yet deeply powerful. A small bend, a slow reach, a quiet breath. Each one reconnecting you to your body's rhythm. This is the story of rediscovering strength after 60. Of moving not faster but wiser. Of learning that flexibility isn't lost, it's waiting. So take a breath, find your center, and let's begin this journey together, one gentle bend at a time. Aging has a way of whispering before it speaks. It begins quietly, like a soft knock at the door of your body. You feel it when you climb the stairs and pause halfway. You notice it when you sit for too long and your knees complain. It's not sudden, not cruel, just a gentle reminder that time moves on. You start to move slower, not because you want to, but because you must. The body that once carried you effortlessly now asks for patience. And patience, you find, is not always easy to give. But here's the truth, your body hasn't given up on you. It's still strong, still capable, still full of quiet power. It just needs a little help to remember how to move freely again. And that's where the story begins. The story of a small motion with a big purpose. The knee-to-toe bend. Simple, gentle, restorative. For many older adults, this movement feels like a conversation with the body. A soft dialogue between strength and surrender. Between effort and ease. You don't need heavy weights or fast routines. You just need awareness, a willingness to listen. Every bend is a word. Every breath a sentence. Together they form a story of renewal. Picture yourself standing tall in your living room. The morning sun spills across the floor. You take a slow breath, your feet grounded. Your knees bend slightly. Your hands drift toward your toes. The motion feels familiar, like revisiting an old memory. You pause halfway, breathing deeply, feeling your spine lengthen. Then you rise controlled, calm, steady. It's simple, yet it awakens something within you. Blood moves, joints loosen, muscles remember. You feel alive in the small effort. That's the magic of it, the ordinary turned extraordinary. A movement most people forget, but one your body craves. It strengthens the legs that carry you. It supports the spine that holds your posture tall. It reminds your muscles to work in harmony. And slowly, one repetition at a time, it restores your confidence. Because aging isn't just about the years behind you. It's about how you move through the ones ahead. The knee-to-toe bend is not just an exercise. It's a message that your body still belongs to you. You still have control, even in gentleness. Each day you practice, you reclaim a piece of freedom. Freedom to reach, to walk, to stand tall again. This isn't about defying age. It's about embracing it with grace and strength. It's about listening to your body's story and writing a new chapter. So the next time you feel that whisper of stiffness or doubt, pause. Remember this small, steady movement. Feel the ground beneath you, the air around you, the rhythm of your breath. Because sometimes, the simplest motion is the most powerful reminder that you are still here, still moving, still strong. The human body is a quiet masterpiece. Every joint, every muscle, every curve has a purpose. But over time, that masterpiece needs maintenance. It's like a clock that keeps ticking but slower, softer. And sometimes, all it takes is one small movement to keep it running smoothly. That's where the science of the knee-to-toe bend comes in. It may look simple, almost too simple to matter. But inside that movement, something remarkable happens. When you bend your knees and reach toward your toes, your body awakens. Your legs engage, your hips unlock, your spine stretches gently. Blood begins to flow with purpose, carrying oxygen where it's needed most. Your heart beats a little stronger. Your breath finds a steady rhythm. It's not a workout. It's a conversation between your body and your mind. You move slowly, and your body listens. You breathe deeply, and your muscles respond. Each small motion strengthens the connection between thought and action. The knees learn stability. The spine learns balance. And together, they teach your whole body harmony. Scientists call it neuromuscular coordination, the body's internal language. But to you, it just feels right. That feeling of lightness after a gentle stretch. That warmth rising from within as your joints come alive. The movement also wakes up your posture. It reminds your body how to stand tall without strain. Because posture isn't just about appearance, it's about function. A straight spine means better breathing, better circulation, better balance. And balance, especially as we age, is the key to independence. Think of it like tuning an instrument. Your body is the violin, your breath the bow, your movement the melody. When you practice the knee-to-toe bend, you're tuning yourself. You're finding your rhythm again. Many older adults think strength fades with time. But it doesn't vanish. It just hides beneath layers of stillness. You don't lose it. You simply need to wake it. And gentle, repetitive motion is the alarm clock. Every bend trains your legs to support you better. Every rise teaches your core to stabilize your spine. Your back grows stronger not by force, but by flow. This movement also improves circulation, easing tension in your lower back. It allows nutrients to reach your muscles more efficiently. It helps your joints stay lubricated, your steps more secure. All of that from one humble motion, bending and returning. It's a dance between gravity and grace. A reminder that strength doesn't always roar. Sometimes it hums quietly. You don't need to push yourself to exhaustion. You just need to move slowly, mindfully, consistently. Because the body loves rhythm. It thrives on gentle repetition, not intensity. So the next time you perform the knee-to-toe bend, remember this. You're not just exercising, you're rebuilding trust with your body. You're telling it, I still care, I still move, I still grow. And the body, faithful as ever, will answer back, I remember. Linda was 67 when she realized her balance was slipping away. It started one morning as she reached for her coffee mug. Her hand trembled slightly, her knees wobbled, and she caught the edge of the counter. It wasn't fear that struck her first, it was surprise. She had always been active, always the one who never sat still. But now, her body seemed to hesitate before every move. She told herself it was nothing, just tiredness. But deep down, she knew her strength was fading. Her daughter noticed it before she did. Mom, she said one afternoon, you walk slower these days. Linda smiled, pretending not to care, but that comment stayed with her. She began to watch herself in small reflections. Windows, mirrors, shop doors. The straight-back teacher she once was had turned into someone cautious, careful. One day, while visiting a local wellness class, she met a trainer named Sarah. Sarah specialized in exercises for older adults, simple, mindful, and effective. She introduced Linda to the knee-to-toe bend. At first, Linda laughed. How could something so small make a difference? She asked. Sarah just smiled. Try it for 1 week, you'll feel it. So Linda did. The first day, her knees creaked, and her back felt uncertain. She moved slowly, her hands trembling slightly as she bent forward. But something about the movement felt natural, almost comforting. It was as if her body recognized it. By the third day, she noticed her breathing became steadier. Her legs felt firmer, her steps more sure. She began to look forward to those quiet few minutes each morning. No rush, no pressure, just movement and breath. By the end of the week, she didn't need to hold onto the chair for balance. Her spine straightened when she stood. Her reflection started to look familiar again. She smiled not because she was stronger, but because she felt alive. Months passed, and the exercise became part of her routine. 5 minutes each morning, sometimes more on sunny days. Her grandkids joined in, giggling as they copied her movements. They called it Grandma's dance. And in a way, it was a dance between patience and persistence. Linda noticed she could bend to pick up toys without discomfort. She could climb the porch steps without holding the railing. Her fear of falling slowly disappeared. She found confidence in the simplest act of bending and standing tall. One day, Sarah asked her how she felt. Linda laughed softly. "I feel like I've met my body again." It wasn't about being young. It was about feeling capable, steady, and proud of small victories. Now, every morning as the sunlight fills her kitchen, Linda bends once more. She breathes in, reaches down, and rises gracefully, purposefully. Because sometimes, rediscovering strength isn't about power. It's about remembering that movement itself is a form of hope. You don't need a gym or fancy equipment for this movement. All you need is a little space, a calm breath, and a gentle start. Stand tall, feet shoulder-width apart, shoulders relaxed. Let your arms hang loosely by your sides. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Feel your chest rise, your spine lengthen, your feet grounded. Now slowly bend your knees, as if you're lowering yourself into a quiet seat. Keep your back straight, your head facing forward. You're not rushing, you're listening to your body. Let your hands drift naturally toward your knees, then toward your toes. Stop wherever it feels comfortable. You don't need to reach the floor. You only need to reach awareness. Pause there for a moment, feeling the stretch in your legs. Feel your spine expand, your body balancing gently between effort and ease. Take another deep breath. On your exhale, rise slowly, using your legs to guide you back up. Keep your movement steady, your breathing smooth. That's one bend. Simple, quiet, powerful. Repeat it 5 times if you're new, 10 if your body feels ready. Each bend is a conversation between strength and softness. Each rise is a reminder that stability begins from the ground. With every repetition, your legs awaken a little more. Your knees begin to trust themselves again. Your spine learns to stand tall without effort. It's not about perfection, it's about presence. You'll notice how your breath and movement start to align. Inhale as you lower, exhale as you rise. That rhythm becomes a kind of meditation. The world outside may rush, but here, you slow down. Your body thanks you in silence, in warmth, in balance. If you lose your footing, pause, smile, begin again. There's no failure in gentle movement. Only awareness. You can hold a chair nearby for balance if needed. You can play soft music or let the quiet guide you. With time, your body will memorize the flow. Your muscles will grow stronger without strain. Your mind will feel lighter as your breath deepens. Some days the bend will feel easy, some days not. That's all right. The point is to keep showing up. Because consistency, not intensity, creates change. Think of it as watering a plant. You don't pour all at once. You give it a little every day and watch it grow. Your body works the same way. With every knee-to-toe bend, you nurture your foundation. You strengthen not just your muscles, but your trust in movement. When you finish, stand still for a moment. Close your eyes, breathe, and feel your spine tall and proud. That calm after the final breath, that's your progress speaking. Not loud but steady. Not dramatic but deeply real. Because the simplest exercise, done with care, can awaken the strongest parts of you. Every simple exercise carries its own quiet lesson. And the knee-to-toe bend is no exception. It may look effortless, but like all good things, it asks for attention. Because even gentle movements have their rhythm, their balance, their truth. The first thing to remember, never rush. Speed steals awareness, and awareness is where the magic lives. Move slowly, deliberately, as if you're listening for your body's whisper. Feel each bend, each breath, as a sentence in a quiet story. If you push too fast, your knees may strain, your spine may round. So breathe deeply and trust the pace of your own strength. The second rule, never lock your knees. Let them stay soft, alive, flexible. Locked joints silence the body's natural flow. When your knees move freely, your spine follows in harmony. The third, protect your posture. Don't hunch or fold too far forward. Imagine a thread gently pulling the crown of your head upward. That invisible lift keeps your spine long and supported. And finally, remember your breath. Many people forget to breathe when they focus too hard. But breath is movement's partner. It carries energy through your body, calming your heart, clearing your mind. Inhale as you bend. Exhale as you rise. Let the rhythm guide your motion like waves against the shore. If you ever feel discomfort, pause and adjust. Your body speaks in sensation. Learn to understand its language. A small ache might mean you're stretching new ground. But pain is never an invitation to push further. This exercise is about care, not conquest. It's about progress built on gentleness, not pressure. The beauty of the knee-to-toe bend lies in its humility. It doesn't demand sweat or struggle. It asks only for patience and presence. And with that, it rewards you quietly, stronger legs, steadier posture, calmer breath. Many older adults make the same mistake, comparing themselves to the past. They think, I used to move faster, or I could bend deeper. But the truth is, your body doesn't need to prove anything. It just needs you to listen, to nurture, to show up. Each repetition is a message of trust between you and your body. You learn where your limits are, and you learn how to expand them gently. You discover strength not in intensity, but in consistency. And you begin to realize something deeper. Control feels peaceful. Because when you move with intention, fear fades away. Balance returns. Confidence grows. So if you ever feel uncertain during the bend, slow down. Adjust your stance, ease your breath, and start again. The goal isn't to master the movement, but to feel at home within it. That's where healing begins. That's where strength takes root. Because every careful bend, every mindful rise teaches you one thing. That aging gracefully isn't about doing more. It's about doing less, but doing it with love. Movement is more than muscle and bone. It's emotion, memory, and intention woven together. Every time you bend toward your toes, you're not just stretching your body. You're reconnecting with yourself. The knee-to-toe bend is as much a mental journey as it is physical. Each motion invites awareness, grounding you in the present moment. You feel the floor beneath your feet, the air filling your lungs. You hear the quiet rhythm of your breath guiding the pace. That rhythm is a form of mindfulness. It reminds you that movement can be meditation. You don't have to sit still to find calm. You can breathe through motion, finding peace in the act of balance. As you bend and rise, your thoughts begin to slow. The noise of the world fades into background hum. All that remains is the simple dance of body and breath. Inhale, exhale, a gentle surrender to the moment. Over time, this exercise becomes something deeper than routine. It becomes a ritual, a few minutes each day to come home to yourself. You start to notice how your body feels before and after. Tension softens. The weight of fatigue lifts, replaced by lightness. And somewhere between the bends, your confidence returns. Because you realize that strength doesn't always mean power. Sometimes it means presence. Sometimes it means being kind to your limits. When you move with care, you create space for healing. The spine, once tight and tired, begins to lengthen. The legs, once heavy, find their rhythm again. Even the mind, once restless, begins to quiet. Each breath sends a small message. I am safe, I am strong, I am here. That's the true gift of this movement. Not just flexibility or posture, but peace. A calm that grows with every repetition. Older adults often forget how powerful simple awareness can be. They look for solutions outside, in routines or remedies. But the real healing often starts within. In the moments of stillness between motions. In the heartbeat that follows the final rise. This is the harmony between body and spirit. A reminder that aging doesn't mean breaking, it means unfolding. Every crease, every ache, every slow step tells a story of endurance. And when you move with love, that story turns into strength. The knee-to-toe bend is a small act, but its echoes are endless. It teaches patience. It nurtures awareness. It rebuilds trust in your own movement. And perhaps most beautifully, it teaches gratitude. For the body that carries you. For the breath that sustains you. For the quiet resilience that never truly fades. So as you bend one last time today, pause at the bottom. Feel your heartbeat. Feel the calm. Know that in this moment, you are exactly where you're meant to be. And when you rise, let that strength, soft, steady, and real, rise with you. So here we are, at the end of our quiet journey. One simple movement, one gentle rhythm, and a world of change within. You've learned that strength isn't always loud or fast. Sometimes it's in the steady bend, the slow breath, the calm rise. The knee-to-toe bend isn't just an exercise, it's a reminder that your body still listens, still learns, still loves to move. You don't need to chase youth to feel alive again. You only need to move with awareness and kindness. Every day you practice, you tell your body, I'm still here. Every breath you take is proof that energy still flows through you. Age doesn't limit movement, fear does. And when you let go of fear, you rediscover grace. So stand tall, feet firm, heart steady. Bend gently, breathe deeply, and rise with purpose. Because strength lives in motion, and motion begins with choice. This is your choice, to move, to grow, to keep believing. Thank you for sharing this moment of renewal and calm. Until next time, keep breathing, keep bending, and keep shining quietly.